Hey everyone, happy Thanksgiving. I know it's Thanksgiving, but I really want to bring this information to you from my perspective as a psychic medium. Thanks for checking me out today. I appreciate your time. I know everyone is super busy cooking and baking and all that, so I really appreciate you. My name is Audrey. I am a psychic medium, and I feel like I do have some information that's important to know, I guess, as a psychic regarding Hana Kobayashi. She is the young woman who's been missing, going from Maui to LA, never made it to New York. So I'm going to first start by reading a Newsweek article just to make sure you get the grasp of exactly what's happening. I did print out some information, some text messages, and some timelines that other people have come up with. So credit to them. It's not me, but I need to do this video now because everything I've been feeling has been coming to fruition. Thanks to my friend Shelly for asking me about this case. My friend Shelly texted me about the case when it first happened, like the first day or two that happened. And I could go through and show you all my texts that she and I have been exchanging this whole time to prove that I've said what's already come to fruition and known in the community. So everything I've told Shelly has come true, or is true, I guess I should say. Hold on. Now I got spirits coming in already. Okay. I got spirits coming in. That's one reason I get distracted. I know I'm talking fast. I have so much to say. I really do. I have a lot to say. Okay, so this Newsweek article is called Hana Kobayashi Missing Timeline and What We Know. So I'm just going to read it to you verbatim off the internet, okay? I'll put the link to this article in the description box below so you can read it yourself if you want to go back and hear it again, okay? Hana Kobayashi searches continue today, a day after her father was found dead and nearly 2 weeks after her mysterious disappearance. The 31-year-old Hawaiian woman caught a flight from Maui on November 8th to New York City, but did not catch her connecting flight from Los Angeles. Her loved ones say she was due to meet family in New York and had a handwritten itinerary stating bucket list dreams become a reality. But instead, she has been seen only fleetingly on surveillance video, while they have received alarming and out-of-character text messages from her phone. So I have her bucket list here. So it's just in her handwriting saying what she's going to do. Everything's down to the day and the time and what specifically she's planning on doing. Okay, so this was obviously an important trip to her. Now, before I go on with the article, it's important to note that her ex-boyfriend also was on the flight from Maui to LA, and he went on to New York City. They were not together anymore, but they had booked the trip when they were still together. So they still decided to go and be on the flights together to get to New York. Now, my question is, didn't the boyfriend realize something was up? If they weren't even sitting next to each other, which I would assume they probably were, let's say she changed her seat or he changed his seat or whatever, is he not going to still hey, where is she? She didn't get on the plane. I don't see her anywhere. I'm pretty sure I think I would have noticed if my former partner who I had booked the trip with didn't get on to the connecting flight. Okay, let me throw that out there. That's strange. And I do have some text messages, which I will read in a moment. So let's continue with the article. Hannah is described as 5 feet 10 inches tall and approximately 140 pounds. She has brown hair, brown eyes, and freckles on her face. She's beautiful, you guys. She's stunning. She has a tattoo of a knife on one of her forearms. The body of Kobayashi's father, Ryan, was found on Sunday in Los Angeles, where he had spent 13 days in the search for his daughter. The timeline below plots how her mysterious disappearance has unfolded. November 8th, first sighting at LAX. If you haven't been to LAX, it's one of those massive, huge airports, like any other big city where, you got to take a bus. You have to go outside, catch a bus, and go to other terminals sometimes. I've been there many times, flying to London, flying to Australia. It's just always chaotic there. Kobayashi landed at LAX from Maui at 9:53 p.m. local time and was seen on surveillance footage leaving the aircraft dressed in a black hooded sweatshirt and tie-dye leggings. She missed her connecting flight to New York because of a tight 42-minute layover, her family said. Now, I can vouch for that. I've traveled a lot, mostly by myself. In the past, I've missed flights not only in New York but also in LA, and then you have to end up spending the night there in the airport. It's just so stressful, especially for, I would think, a young woman traveling alone. She is my daughter's age, and this breaks my heart. November 9th, first sighting at the Grove in Los Angeles. Kobayashi was sighted at the Grove shopping mall in downtown LA. She spent considerable time in a Tushin Books and asked to charge her phone. She went to the bookstore and asked employees to charge her phone. So she charged her phone there for an hour and a half while she got food. Her aunt, Lori Pigeon, told Fox News on November 21st, appearing alongside Kobayashi's father, quote, she even filled out a mailing list with her Hawaiian address, and it's in her own handwriting, unquote, end quote. November 10th, the second sighting at the Grove. On Sunday, 2 days after she missed her connecting flight, Kobayashi returned to the Grove where she was seen in the background of a video from a Nike and LeBron James event. So she is seen by happen chance in someone's video they were taking. You can see Hannah walking from the right side of the screen towards the left. I'm just gonna beg you, if you were in that area at that time, that day, and you took video or photos, please go through your video and pictures. See if she's in any of the photos and pictures. November 11th, strange texts and returned to LAX. Kobayashi's aunt, Laurie Pigeon told USA Today that the strange and super strange and alarming text began on the Monday after the connecting flight was missed. She says, quote, we started getting texts saying that she didn't feel safe, that someone was trying to steal her funds, that someone was trying to take her identity, Pigeon said. Weird things, calling us babe, things that weren't quite the normal way she speaks, end quote. Quote, we started getting texts saying that she didn't feel safe, that someone was trying to steal her funds, that someone was trying to take her identity, Kobayashi's aunt Lori Pigeon told USA Today on November 17th. Kobayashi's last texts were also absent of emojis, which her family told Fox News on November 21st was very, very unusual. So, you know, we know how our loved ones text us. We know their style. And apparently, Hannah normally texts with mostly emojis. So when you see someone calling money funds, that's a huge red flag to me. When someone says funds, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, okay? I'm not racist, but I'm just going to tell you. When I hear the word funds, I think of thieves from North Africa or thieves from India. That's my personal opinion. That's where my mind goes when I hear the word fund. We don't talk like that, okay? We do not talk like that. That is not an American term that we would commonly use. Hawaii News Now earlier reported on November 15th that one of the messages sent to Kobayashi's friend read in part, quote, "I got tricked pretty much into giving all my funds away." A second message said, "For someone I thought I loved." Kobayashi's sister, Sydney, told the news outlet, "The texts were really weird. It's weird to me because it doesn't sound like her. Like there's just something off about it," she said. "So I wasn't too sure. I don't know if it's her or someone else who was texting." Pigeon told USA Today on November 19th that Kobayashi was seen on the Monday at LAX airport talking to an American Airlines ticketing agent. So we know from that agent, Hannah was trying to possibly go back to Maui or possibly continue on with her trip to New York City. It's been confirmed that she was trying to basically get a direct flight. She was sick of standby, Pigeon told Fox News 2 days later on November 21st. Her last phone ping was at LAX airport and has been turned off since then. November 11th, the Pico metro station. On November 17th, Kobayashi's family revealed they had seen surveillance footage of Kobayashi leaving the Pico metro station near LAX with an unidentified person at 10:03 p.m. on November 11th. This was reported on the 17th, but it had happened on the 11th. Describing this sighting, Kobayashi's family said in a statement, "It is evident that Hannah does not appear to be in good condition and she is not alone." The Los Angeles Police Department launches on November 12th a social media campaign asking anyone with information to come forward. More texts happen after that. November 24th, that was on a Sunday. I remember that because that's my son's birthday. Ryan Kobayashi found dead. Hannah's father found dead. Hannah Kobayashi's father, Ryan Kobayashi, is found dead in a parking lot in Los Angeles. LAPD confirmed to ABC News that his body was found on Sunday around 4 a.m. at 6151 West Century Boulevard at a business near LAX. The suspected cause of death was not provided by the LAPD. However, the death appears to be an apparent suicide, according to missing persons not-for-profit group, the RAD Movement. The Kobayashi family endured a devastating tragedy today after tirelessly searching throughout Los Angeles for 13 days. Hannah's father, Ryan, tragically took his own life. The loss has compounded the family's suffering immeasurably. The RAD Movement said in a statement posted to Facebook yesterday. Again, it is the family's wish that the public keep the focus on locating and recovering Hannah safely. My bottom line with this awful situation is this. Okay, I got spirit coming in. So let's go back to before Hannah leaving Maui. When I try and connect to Hannah, I go back to Maui. So this is before she even leaves. Spirit takes me back in time, basically saying, here's who Hannah is. This is how she was feeling. This is where her mind was at. So before she even left to go to LA, to go to New York, to me, Hannah feels turmoil, some distress. She feels like she's managing it okay. She is not in any immediate danger. There's no self-harm that I can see. There's nothing negative like that she would do to herself, but vulnerable. These things that are weighing heavy on her have caused her to be vulnerable. And I do see her on the plane to LA. I do see her. She's a chatterbox on the plane, just trying to process what she's going through in life and trying to be strong. She feels like she's doing the right things by continuing to go on the trip despite her ex being on the plane and they're not together anymore. I do feel she was tricked on the plane, potentially even drugged on the plane, possibly within a drink. She was targeted by a group, several of them on the same plane. I'm getting information right now. So she's on the plane. Okay, I literally just saw an orb right here. That's just my phone beeping. But I just saw, okay, I have the chills. I just saw an orb down here. So I see a group of people, not only men, but I do see a woman as well. And these people are on the flight, all from Maui to LA, with the one agenda to kidnap, abduct women for sex trafficking. They all get off the plane. This group of people were able to talk Hannah into not catching that second flight, drugging her not long after she misses that flight. And with a group of people who are pretending to be cool, to be same kind of people that she is, talked her into going with them. Hey, let's just hang out for a while. You can go to New York in a couple days or whatever. And immediately went into attacker mode where they took her over. They took her over. She had no chance of not going with them. She trusted them. She, we're so naive sometimes in our life. And like I said, when you're vulnerable, these things seem okay. These things feel like, oh, this is an unexpected nice thing happening to me here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stay here. I'll go to New York in a couple days, whatever. Everything's fine. I do feel she's still alive. I do feel the abductors know that there's this huge nationwide search going on for her, and they're not interested in assisting. They're not interested in handing her over. I think she's going to be removed out of the country, out of America, out of the United States, if they don't find her soon. She will be taken out of country. And if that happens, it's going to make things very difficult. I do not think the plan is to take her life. I do not think that at all. I think the plan is to keep her drugged, as what happens with most sex worker abductions. I don't know if that's a word. Sex abduction worker. I don't know. Now, she's still alive. I feel that 100%, 100%. I was looking into this case the other day and I became very ill. Like I couldn't think straight. My husband was talking to me. I couldn't hear him. I couldn't listen to him. I couldn't see straight. I felt drugged, and I knew that this was her energy that I was channeling. So I had to completely stop looking into this situation, close the computer, walk away, get out of the house. I had to leave it because I was taking on her energy. And that's an awful feeling, to feel like you are absolutely not in control of yourself. And I 100% believe she is drugged currently. So she will be taken across the border, if she hasn't already, into Mexico. And from there, God only knows what her future looks like. Now, with the father, I am telling you 100%, he did not take his own life. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on. I think I'm getting text messages about Thanksgiving. Can I turn that off? Okay. I'm actually getting dizzy again right now. And I'm wondering if this orb I just saw is her father, and I am getting the chills. I feel like the spirit that is here is her father, Ryan. So you can confirm or not with me, Spirit, if you want to, but I am telling you that man absolutely 100% did not take his own life. He would have never taken his own life. His only reason for living was to find her, to find Hannah. And he was going to go to any and all lengths humanly possible to find her. Whatever it meant to find her, he was going to do. And somebody caught wind of that and was eliminated. I'm 100% sure. I know the police say it was a take his own life situation. I don't believe it, though. And maybe they just say that it was a suicide because right away there's no evidence of anything different. Totally did not take his own life. So that needs to be looked into. I would like to see an autopsy done with the blood test to see what drugs were in his body, because I think he was drugged as well. There was something going on with him as well. He was tricked as well. That's what I'm hearing. He was tricked as well. Not cool. So the family needs to be careful as far as trusting people who are here to help, if you know what I'm saying. No, only trust the people you already know. Be very careful. These are dangerous people. So I hope the aunts and the sister and the other family members stay safe trying to find her. What a horrible thing. What a horrible, horrible thing to have happen. We have to be careful. Even older people like me, we have to be careful. Don't trust strangers. When you're traveling, you can't do that. You cannot. Please be careful. Watch your back. I'm not trying to scare you. Be smart. No smiling. No, be smart with your money. Be smart with your debit card, your cards. Watch out for people who are asking for money or asking for help and that sort of thing. If you see money on the ground, don't touch it. If you see a $20 bill, even a $1 bill, leave it. Do not touch it. These monies have more than likely drugs on them. And all you have to do is touch the drug on the money itself, and there goes everything. So please be careful. I'll keep you guys up to date. If I get any more information on this situation, I will let you know. I know a lot of what I said is already public. That's why I read it to you off a public platform. But I just wanted to give you my 2 cents as a psychic. She's still alive. I feel it. I know it 100%. And I hope she's found. All right, you guys, take care. I'll see you soon. Stay safe.